EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From La Jolla, California, and scenic Torrey Pines Golf Course, it's the final round of the Farmers Insurance Open. Well, this is unquestionably one of the best spots in the sport. We know that by looking at the field. The golf course is immaculate. This is Southern California in all its glory as we check the Sunday leaderboard. We've got a tie at the very top at 9 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer still lurking on the outskirts of contention. 5 shots off the lead. And that will be in the fairway. So a solid start here on this Sunday. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
134 yards left to the flagstick today. Pin in the back right portion of this green.
Good chance at one.
Just went a little bit too far and a little bit to the right, but still, anything inside 10 feet is excellent on this hole.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And he'll get it into red figures for the day at 1 under par, 5 under overall. Well, the second hole here at Torrey Pines South is by no means long, but by the same token, it's not easy. This is strategic play, certainly off the tee. Put yourself in position, get a good angle at that whole location. That one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at 1, a solid drive here at the second. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
Just needed that little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 6 under for the tournament. Well, this is one of the prettiest par 3s you will ever see with the Pacific Ocean as a backdrop. You don't want to gaze at it too long because this better than 200-yard shot demands every bit of your focus and attention. This is a good one. Oh! Now a third.
And just when momentum was starting to go full steam ahead with consecutive birdies, and now, well, just hit the reverse gear.
Oh, yeah, nothing seemed to be going right, but that cures a few problems there. In from off the green to salvage a bogey. Here we are now at the 490-yard par 4 fourth, the second longest of the challenging par 4s here at Torrey Pines. A good tee shot is essential, and a par is a good score. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. Down on the course, let's check in with Notah Begay III.
145 yards left, coming off a bogey on the previous hole. Got to get it back here.
That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. Nah, that's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And that's going to drop him back to 4 under par. Next up here at Torrey Pines, the par 4 fifth, measuring 454 yards. Good tee shot, should take the fairway bunkers out of play. This par 4 fifth here at Torrey Pines South measures 454 yards. That's not overly long by today's standards. The key here is to keep your tee shot out of those fairway bunkers. If you do and you're in the fairway, then you have a reasonable chance to get out of here with a birdie. Okay, that's going to split the bunkers. A good tee shot here at 5. Yeah, about 150 yards left here, Frank.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain at 4 under. All right, so you've made your way through some of those harder par 4s, and now you get a chance to lick your chops at this par 5. The 6th is 564 yards with a good tee shot. You'll have a chance of getting home in 2 and maybe making a 3. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be.
That 3-wood came out like a bullet. You could just see that first bounce just take that massive kick forward. It's never going to stop.
Now this for birdie.
Emphasis here on speed, as there isn't a whole lot of break in this putt as it goes straight up the hill.
Oh, that's good touch right there. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is. On to the 7th now, a tough hole here, a winding par 4 at 462 yards. It is the #1 handicap hole on this south course, and for good reason. An approach shot from anything other than the fairway is fraught with peril, with a canyon beyond and a deep right front bunker guarding an angled and difficult to hit green.
That's a good spot.
Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Some tough par 3s on this south course. Here's another one, the 177-yard 8. This hole deceptively uphill. Might be worth grabbing an extra club, maybe even 2, to cut through this ocean air and cover that deep front bunker. Nope, that's not going to get there. It's into the bunker short of this 8th green. Going to have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is. We finished the front side here at Torrey Pines at the 615-yard par 5 9th, reachable into by only the longest hitters, but with a good drive and an aggressive layup, birdie is definitely a possibility. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Now, from just under 300 yards, a second from the fairway at the par 5. "14 feet to the hole. Oh, that one read perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th. And this will be a 1 under front side as he goes out in 35. Always nice to kickstart your back 9 with a birdie, and you'll have a chance. If, again, and we keep repeating this theme at Torrey Pines, if you hit a good tee shot, then you can attack. And that one too close to the edge, and it's going to wind up falling into the bunker. You need to be careful not to take much, if any, sand here. His second to this par 4.
Now, that's actually a pretty good shot, really. I know that's not exactly close to the hole, but out of the fairway bunker, safely on deck.
One thing's for sure, he's going to have to hit this one with some pace, traveling uphill much of the way. Nope, that was never going to climb that hill, and he has left himself a tester coming up. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th, and he'll stay at 5 under. Moving now to the tough 11th hole here at Torrey Pines. Long downhill par 3 measuring 225 yards. But don't be fooled by that number. This hole often plays longer because of the wind. Boy, this is just way too much club for a front hole location. That was completely overcooked. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Sizable putt from 16 feet. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Safely in. Yeah, it's a bogey here at number 11. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Well, heading back toward the ocean, this hole, the 12th at better than 500 yards on a par 4, is typically among the hardest at Torrey Pines. It is a real beast. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Now back toward the ocean. This, his second at 12.
A little unlucky there. That ball landed very close to the flag, but look how far it's gone on.
This now for birdie at 12.
And this will work right to left, but the slope is going to be the big cause for concern here. Could easily run out 5-10 feet past the hole.
Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. I mean, that was not far enough. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll stay right where he is. This is a good hole right here. Giant 621-yard par 5, the 13th. You have to hit a massive tee shot, and if you want to get home into, you need to really bust that second one. It has to be 260 yards of carry. Good luck and get after it. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Still better than 3 bills away as he puts forth his second to the par 5.
Always tough to get a decent flight out of the rough. And you could see that ball was never soaring out of that light.
Oh, it doesn't hurt to leave it short when you do that. Well done. That is a birdie from off the green. We now arrive at the 437-yard par 4 14th at Torrey Pines. The canyon running along the left side of the fairway is the danger here. So here at the 437-yard par 4 14th, that canyon that you can see running along the left side is pretty to look at, but obviously you want to stay away from there because you can make a big number if you hit your tee shot down there. All right, in the fairway. From the fairway nota, this is second.
It's about 137 yards to the front, 116 to the hole, pin sitting on the left half of the green.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par.
This from about 10 feet.
Just going to sneak on by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And that won't help the cause one bit. On to the 15th now. Relatively straightforward par 4 measuring out at 480 yards. Hit the ball straight, you'll be just fine. The problems come with a miss off the tee left or right into the rough near those eucalyptus trees. A second shot looming here from right around 165 yards.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
A 9-footer now for his birdie. Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll remain right where he is. Coming down the home stretch here at Torrey Pines, 227-yard par 3 16th, 3 bunkers protecting the green, but there is an opening in the front. All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. All straight into the cup. Well done. That's a birdie here at 16. And he'll move now to 5 under par. Next up, the penultimate hole at Torrey Pines, 443-yard par 4. Have to avoid the fairway bunker, 275 yards down that right side. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been. Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. That one finished off for bogey here at 17, and that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit.
That's a fine tee shot, but it is a long, long way to this par 5. Oh, such a sweet 3-wood. Actually too good, if anything. It just flew through the air. And a little unlucky that first bounce. That was like rock hard.
Getting that 60-degree wedge underneath the ball, and that goes into the hole for a welcome birdie. So, Frank, this a solid week of golf, you'd have to say. They stuck around on the outskirts of contention, and ultimately it'll be a top 20 finish.
I think it's a good chance to have a little deep dive into the stats. On driving accuracy, is it not long enough? Maybe a few greens there and here and there missed. I mean,
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Monterey Peninsula, live opening round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth, as we check out the leaderboard here in round 1. We're looking at a tie at the top at 7 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer will begin 7 shots off the pace. And that will come to rest just off the fairway, but not too much trouble from there, I wouldn't think.
Rough's really not that deep, Rich, so you're exactly right. Sitting up well enough, no problem whatsoever.
Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot. The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
21-foot putt set to go. That could be important as we go along. A good save of par here at 1, and he'll stay at even par. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
The missed fairway at 1 didn't hurt him, but this, a much better tee shot as he is safely in the fairway. That's it. 2 solid shots right there, Frank.
Certainly taking advantage of this par 5. Comfortably on for 2.
That's a good putt. Just needed a little more behind it. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. Well, Frank, here we are at the 3rd. Severe dog leg left, and I'm just curious how much of that dog leg the big hitters might think about chewing off.
Rich, the game has changed so much. If there's a hint of a breeze behind, I mean, really, have a crack at it with a driver. It's about 350 yards, really, to the front edge of the green. But if not, you've got to negotiate those 3 bunkers on the right side. And, well, depending on what club you want to have to head off the tee, decide which one of those bunkers you want to aim at.
And that, not what you're hoping for, especially after the birdie a minute ago, as this is into the bunker. Down on the course, let's check in with Notah Begay III.
And just a huge mistake with the ball finding the bunker down the right-hand side. And don't let the backdrop of that beautiful ocean fool you. This is a tough shot.
A little more ball and a little less sand, and it might just have made the putting surface.
I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Well, this is where Pebble Beach starts to look like Pebble Beach in all its glory and magnificent beauty. It's only 333 yards. Off the tee, you can hit driver. Maybe make an eagle, knock it up on the green. We have seen guys do that. Or you can play it safe, long iron off the tee. Either way, you're thinking 3 at 4. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. 10-foot putt left. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. So here we are, Frank, the 5th hole, the first of the 4 par 3s at Pebble Beach. It doesn't get all the love that some of the others do, but this one has the players' attention. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it certainly does, Rich. Everybody wants to take a picture, down by the 7th, 17th hole, famous par 3. Remember Jack Nicklaus's one iron, but believe me, I think this hole is every bit as tough as 17.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now, from the apron, second to the par 3. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. Okay, that one brushed in for a bogey here at the 5th. And he'll fall back to 1 under par. Well, this is where the excitement starts to build early in a round at Pebble Beach. I know it's the 6th, but you're coming into possibly one of the greatest stretches in all of golf. This is a 498-yard par 5, goes up the hill, Pacific Ocean in the distance, chance to make an eagle here, and chance to feel really good about where you're headed. That is going to wind up right down Broadway. A majestic-looking tee shot there. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Be pleased with that one. On and two, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Tee at number 7, and Frank, this is the shortest hole in championship golf. It is also one of the most beautiful holes in championship golf.
Yeah, it certainly is, and people assume that short is easy, but just look how small that target is.
This one's looking good. We have a real chance here to get on a run. The eagle on the previous hole, and now stuffs it inside of 10 feet. Look out. Coming off the eagle, this for birdie. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. Now to one of the most picturesque par 4s in the world, the 8th hole here at Pebble Beach. Jack Nicklaus, who won the U.S. Open here, called it simply the greatest second shot to a par 4 anywhere in the world. Boy, he's in a nice little groove right now. Played the last couple of holes in 3 under par, and he's got another in the fairway here. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
And that will roll to a stop. So from behind the green, this comes to rest all the way in the front.
At times it pays to be straight, right? But accuracy is less important than distance control. And he's about to get a lesson right here.
No, didn't get that out there far enough, and it winds up sliding by to the right. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. The thing about Pebble Beach is it's easy to lose focus, stare off the horizon, the Pacific Ocean, and all that beauty that surrounds you. But then you remember, and I'm playing the 9th hole here. This is one of the hardest par 4s in the world. Pay attention. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
Not much more than a tap in there. It is a birdie at the 9th, and that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par. Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really aim on the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right.
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yes, 135 yards left to the flag. And that wind is herring from left to right, so you need to factor that in as you start this ball.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par, and he'll remain at 4 under. We head now to the 370-yard par 4 11th, where ideally you'd like to favor the left side of the fairway to open up the approach into one of the smallest greens at Pebble Beach. This one starting a hair right. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
This one going to require some pace back up the hill for birdie. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll stay right where he is.
First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that is that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe like to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. Here we are at Pebbles 13th, 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. And that will do just fine. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
Well, there's 134 yards left to the flag. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
And this ball not quite going to be a GIR. It'll come to rest on the fringe. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is.
Frank, the 14th hole, par 5, it is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570 plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
No fairway here, this one in that rough. Okay, back into the fairway, but still a long road home from there. Steeply up the hill here. This is going to play very long. It is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of four bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided.
Well, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot from well down the fairway. This a bit of a tricky distance for his second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And he's going to get to within 2 of the lead as he moves to 5 under par. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with a 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Ball appears to be sitting up here in the rough at the 16th hole. Decent lie, but you just won't be able to get it to spin. See what he can do now with this, his second shot. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Okay, well, that is on the green, but apparently just too difficult to get enough loft on it out of the bunker, and that winds up well beyond the hole. No, the pace was okay, but that needed to be started a bit further out to the right. Okay, aim for a bogey at 16. And that's going to drop him back to 4 under par.
Seventeenth hole here at Pebble Beach, all about history and all about beauty. Frank, what's the best way to make that 3 and get onto that 18th tee?
Well, first of all, it depends where the flag is cut, on the right side or the left side, because really this green is like a figure 8 on a 45-degree angle. On the left side, it's a much longer carry, and you've got to really hit your tee shot properly to make the ball carry that bunker and stop in time. On the right side, you can see, you go with a shorter club and the target is bigger.
That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, you're not just playing the 18th hole at Pebble Beach, are you? You're taking a moment to soak it all in. Stand on that tee box, look out at the Pacific Ocean, think about what's happened here, who's played this hole, who's made history here, and then you let it rip. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Yeah, that's well played. It's a birdie at 18. And this will be an opening round 67 on the scorecard. Well done. Final look at the opening round leaderboard. It shows our featured golfer just 2 back at day's end.
Makes that second round even more important, Rich. Don't want to get too adrift come moving day.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notah Begay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From beautiful Pebble Beach, California, it's live second-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Well, let's face it, Mother Nature's just showing off this week. Pebble Beach, one of the crown jewels of American sport in all its glory. As we look at the Friday leaderboard, we're looking at a tie at the top at 7 under par. Our featured golfer, right in it, just a couple of shots off the pace. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. .507-yard par 5 second is not the most picturesque nor the hardest hole here at Pebble Beach, but it is one where you want to focus, you want to assess the risk factors involved here, particularly on that second shot. And most definitely, you want to come away here with a 4. If you don't, you feel like you left one out there. Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
When you find yourself in the fairway on the second at Pebble, you have a great opportunity to take advantage of one of the easiest holes on the course.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. done. It's a birdie here at the second. And after yesterday's 67, quickly to 1 under for his round here.
Third hole, Frank, this is a fun little par 4. Not too long, but the emphasis here is on putting the ball in the right spot, isn't it?
It certainly is. You have to know how far you carry it, because if you take a line at that sort of third bunker there on the right side, on a direct line at the left edge of that, it's about 250 yards to get to the sort of start of the fairway. From there, you only have 100 yards in. So just find your point, your aiming point.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. We'll remind you that coming up next week, we move from the serenity of the Pacific Ocean here at Pebble Beach to a scene that will be anything but calm. That is the Waste Management Phoenix Open down at TPC Scottsdale. Frank, I always think different venues, sort of different soundtracks. Pebble is crashing waves with Argyle sweaters. The Waste Management Phoenix Open, it's like a nightclub in Prague at about 2 in the morning.
I've been to Prague too, yeah. Except Prague doesn't have the 700,000 people. It's the greatest gate. Some say the greatest show on grass. It really is. That 16th hole, I'll tell you just one quick little story. Tom Watson, in his heyday with the late Bruce Edwards on the bag, it was the one hole he changed his routine. He'd get Bruce to go ahead to the tee, all those people around, and he'd just say, give me the club and hit it. It was the one time he broke tradition. It's absolute frenzy at Scottsdale.
He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he's going to stay 2 back. With Stillwater Bay on the right, this is Pebble's picturesque 333-yard par 4 fourth. Tee shot could be anything from long iron to driver, but beware of the 9 bunkers surrounding the fairway and green. Yeah, that will get a little bit of run, and that will be just fine. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range. From 4 feet for birdie. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And he's going to move to 7 under par, 2 under on the day. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. A lot of green to travel here, but this is for birdie. Nope, that's going to be short, and that is hardly no stress from there. Oh, no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, going to leave it on the lip. He'll go ahead and finish that off. It's Ian for his bogey. And he's going to fall to 3 shots off the lead.
Frank, here we are. Another good scoring opportunity, the dramatic par 5 6th.
It's easy to have that view of Stillwater Cove on the right, but that, needless to say, is not the place to go. Those 5 bunkers down the left really determine your strategy off the tee. Plus, you're playing from elevation, nearly 20 yards extra off the tee. So that run out at 360 at the end of the fairway, believe me, that's in play.
Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Great opportunity right here. 10 feet for eagle. Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Moving on to the 106-yard par 3-7. One of the most beautiful holes in the world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning Pacific beyond. Absolutely breathtaking. Yeah, that's a good spot right there, and a chance now for a birdie here at 7. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he's going to remain 1 shot off the pace.
Frank, as you know, of all the sports played on land, golf's the one with the best views. This is as good as it gets, but you need to focus now on what's ahead of you. This 8th hole is a real challenge, isn't it?
It certainly is. The temptation is to pull the camera out, but really it's about what club you're going to pull off this tee. There's 2 runouts on the right side, about 250 yards, left side about 270, and really that white rock is a great indicator of the line.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for a second.
Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And he's worked it to 9 under par. We finished the front side with what is often considered the most difficult hole at Pebble Beach, 483-yard par 4 9th. Ocean all down the right and bunkers and deep rough on the left. No room for error here. Yeah, that's a beautiful tee shot. Now watch this go. Oh, it's going to trundle right on down the slope. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
The number is 129, all the way to the flagstick. Now the ball's sitting on a wee bit of a downslope, nothing too tasking.
Now, in my book, that's a good shot. You can really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close, and you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
Just 5 feet left. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th, and that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par. Hope you're enjoying this little stroll along Carmel Bay, and the golf is as good as the view. This 10th hole is 444 yards. I would tell you that it is the widest fairway at Pebble Beach. It is, but it doesn't feel that way because of the way it slopes left to right. And if you're not careful, this one can get away from you and head toward that Pacific. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Noticeable breeze coming right to left as he eyes his second.
Now, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par.
Well, this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
It's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway fine. With that breeze coming off the left, it was an excellent tee shot. Held it up against the breeze.
From an ideal location, middle of the fairway, this his second. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he's going to remain at 10 under. And now we arrive at the 202-yard par 3 12. Best to work the ball right to left, landing as softly as possible on one of the firmest greens at Pebble Beach. And now our co-leader with problems here off the tee. That ball going to settle down into the thick stuff. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3. Got it there, but not quite on target. So a tough hole, and it's in for bogey at 12. And he's going to fall out of the lead and wind up a shot back.
Well, this par 4 13th hole doesn't show up on a lot of postcards the way, say, the 8th hole would. But, Frank, this is a legitimate and challenging par 4, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is, Rich. 400 yards, but it plays longer than that by virtue of being uphill. But the addition of those 3 bunkers in on the right side have certainly shrunk the width of this fairway. Plus, it still tips from the right side to the left side. And you've got an uphill second shot. So, I've seen everything here. 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, you name it.
Now Notah, his second from the fairway.
He's got 142 yards to the front, 150 to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll remain one shot back. We arrive now at the 582-yard par 5 14th. It is one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour, year in, year out. This is a bear. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5.
Oh, that second shot just ran out of fairway, but still, nice little pitch shot and a good chance to make 4 at par 5.
Now, got that up too high, and it didn't want to come back. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And now he's going to fall a couple of shots off the pace. You may have heard of the 17-mile drive near Pebble Beach. It's scenic. It is one you absolutely want to put on your bucket list, but you don't want to get there by chasing a tee shot onto the road. That's what can happen if you blow it way right here at 15, if you do keep it in play. At 393 yards, this 15th hole is absolutely one on which you can make a birdie. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Call it 74 yards here as he's set for his second. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
His swing didn't quite look right on that one.
he's saying, where's the turn? It didn't move nearly as much as he anticipated. That one polished off for bogey. That'll drop him back down to 7 under.
Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history at this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a 1-iron for Jack Nicklaus. He said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And, of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they were in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland, he had to chip it on this green and made 3.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Well, here we are now at arguably the greatest finishing hole in golf. 536-yard par 5. Pacific Ocean, massive fairway bunker stretching more than 100 yards on the left, and cypress trees. Just a few of the things you need to contend with.
There's no way that ball could have gone through the tree, but somehow it did. It's finished up actually all right.
Good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Putt there for eagle to wrap things up. And that will be one more shot than in round 1, a 67, followed by a 68 here in the second round. Frank, they gave us a great show today.
No, they certainly did. Course played well. You got what...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From breathtaking Pebble Beach, California, it's live third-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. beautiful weather here in this early February fixture for golf fans. And if you're locked in winter's vice grip, well, this represents a bit of hope on the horizon as we check the leaderboard. The Irishman Shane Lowry is the leader. He sits at 10 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, definitely in contention, just one shot back at the start of play. This one's starting a little bit right. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
We have 124 yards left to the hole. Ball sitting down a little bit in the rough, but nothing too dangerous.
Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and it'll stay at -9.
Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
Well, we've seen people still reach the green in 2 from here, but it's going to be a tough task as that tee shot offline and in the bunker. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
He has a 12-footer here. Oh, yes, a brilliant roll there. It's birdie here at number 2. And he'll get it to 1 under for the round, 10 under for the tournament. This is a pretty hole, the third, 397 yards, just a gentle dog leg to the left. And you do have the option, if you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dog leg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
So he may need to choke up on this one as he gets set for his second. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll remain right where he is.
Wow, a day's worth of breathtaking shots, Frank, from the players and the Pacific Ocean. There it is, and this begins that beautiful 7-hole stretch along the ocean. Short, par 4, fourth hole.
And this is also where some of these decisions become quite critical. Do you try and drive this green 330 yards to the front? Or do you worry about that little pot bunker on that left side, which is about 250 yards to get over it? Because that's what narrows this fairway down. But it plays uphill.
He was trying to fade that ball, but pushed it a bit too much, and it's going to wind up in the bunker. Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. We turn to Notah Begay III for this look at birdie.
This is a very straight putt, but it will be fast. So you've got to be careful not to run this by if it wanders offline. Oh, that comes up well short. I bet he'd like a do-over.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Here we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard fifth. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach. And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand. And that race is right on by. Nope. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the fifth. And he's going to drop back to -9.
It's a tremendous par 5 here, the 6th hole. Frank, you can plainly see Stillwater Cove on the right. Where do you want to put this tee shot?
When you look at that tee that you're on for a start, Rich, you're 20 yards above. So whatever you hit's going to go at least 20 yards further. So I look at that first bunker, 270, really only playing 250 yards, and then the fairway sloping towards the right. So even a 3-wood for some of the longer players, just something that hits around there, could even be a long iron, it's going to scoot forward. If you get 270 yards out of your tee shot, I mean, you can still reach this par 5 and 2.
Definitely within range of getting home in 2. This, his second. I think he'll be pleased with that. It's not close, but not out of the question to make an Eagle 3 here.
Yeah, a little bit more run. Obviously, it would have been closer, but all in all, 2. Reach a par 5 and 2. Good shot.
Look at this. What a putt from there. Nearly a miracle eagle. That was really well done. Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. Will certainly help the cause. Well, this is the one you dreamed about, isn't it? Just a little baby wedge that kisses the clouds and drops softly on that tiny green here at the 7th. You and your maker, there's nothing better in the world than to be playing the 7th hole and playing it well here at Pebble Beach. Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up. Noted this for birdie.
He does have a bit of an incline to navigate, but other than that, this shouldn't move much at all.
That one just going to sneak on by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is.
From the famous par 3 7th to the equally famous par 4 8. Frank, what a hole.
It is, Rich, and it starts, in my opinion, the best 3 consecutive par 4s in golf. This one's a little bit of a blind tee shot. That white rock that's just up ahead, that's your line. If you hit it over the right side of that, your run out is about 250 yards. If you go a little left of that, you've got another 20 yards up your sleeve. But do not go further than that.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
This one on the slow side as he'll try to get this one close. That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by.
Well, like the old saying goes, never up, never in, and that definitely applies here.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, you might be tempted to just stare off at the Pacific Ocean. It's right there. But you'd also better have your focus on what is one of the more challenging par 4s in the game.
Yeah, this stretch, 8, 9, 10, demands just not just concentration, but really great shots. The tee shot here has to be struck absolutely flush down that left side. And the reason why, if you look closely, is this fairway, just everything moves to the right. So if you sort of pitch it in the middle of the fairway or the right-hand side of the fairway, it's going to go in the rough and leave you a really difficult second shot. So a great drive here is rewarded.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will mean it's a 34 on the front side, 1 under par.
Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really aim in the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right.
That one's going to hit hard, get a little bit of run out, and that is going to wind up just fine.
Second shot, good look at the green.
And we'll have to see here. It looked like that ball hopped from the lighter rough into the heavier stuff. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he's going to remain at 10 under.
Well, this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
It's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, this you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway fine.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Put himself in an excellent position. Keyboards, 88 yards. Really good opportunity here. Second shot. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. This 12th hole certainly not as famous as some of the other par 3s here at Pebble Beach, like number 7 or 17. But 12's a good one at 202 yards. Ideally, you want to work this right to left, just a baby draw, and try to get it to land softly because the green tends to be really firm. A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough. Now a second to this par 3. 10-foot putt left. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, the 13th hole doesn't get as much fanfare as some of the more picturesque par 4s here at Pebble Beach. Just curious, what do you think of this 13th hole?
I think it's a good hole, Rich, because it rewards you. You can certainly make three. I remember when Tony Jacklin actually made an eagle here, but it's very easy to mess up. Purely because they added those three bunkers in on the right side that start at 260 yards and finish at just over 290 yards. What that has done to this hole is actually shrunk the fairway to just 35 yards wide.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So, Iona, this his second from the fairway.
130 yards left to the flag. It's a nice round number. Wind coming from behind, so you'll need to be careful where you land it.
Inexcusable.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And that won't help the cause one bit.
Frank, the 14th hole, par 5, it is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570 plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
Okay, pretty good shot right there. Didn't quite release all the way out after landing in the fairway, but still, chance for an up and down birdie at this par 5. So maybe an opportunity here from just off the front of the green. This is for eagle. Six feet now for birdie. Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. Next up, the 393-yard par 4 15th. Tee shot in the fairway gives the players an excellent shot at birdie, but be careful losing it right onto that 17-mile drive. Solid, good drive in the fairway. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. Okay, on the green, but it's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Nope. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll remain right where he is.
Par 4 16th hole, Frank. What's the right play off the tee?
You don't need driver here for a start, Rich. It's a long iron or even fairway wood. Now, do you see that big gaping bunker in the middle of the fairway? That's not really in play. 205 yards gets over that, but that's the line. If you look closely up the right there, those two bunkers, you just see a little sliver of the bunker, the left of the two on the right. That's sort of a no-no. So anything slightly left of that runs out about sort of 280 yards, that is prime. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Ball appears to be sitting up here in the rough at the 16th hole. Decent lie, but you just won't be able to get it to spin. See what he can do now with this, his second shot.
Rich, too much grass between ball and club face.
Paid a price with the tee ball landing in the rough. So this one going to have to carry a long way. Oh, kind of bladed that one. Got it out, but it is now in the rough. Frank, you have to appreciate that. That is excellent technique right there to get right around gimme range. Should help him walk away with just a bogey.
No doubt. This is such a tricky green, too, so that's very well done.
Okay, in for a bogey at 16. He'll fall back to 8 under par.
Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history at this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a one-iron to Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And, of course, one of my favourites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they were in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland had a chip it on this green and made 3.
Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Well, you're not just playing the 18th hole at Pebble Beach, are you? You're taking a moment to soak it all in. Stand on that tee box, look out at the Pacific Ocean, think about what's happened here, who's played this hole, who's made history here, and then you let it rip. Made to measure right there, right in the center of the fairway. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Wow, and Frank, the views here at the 18th at Pebble get a whole lot better when you knock it on in 2 just like that.
Oh, that second shot's like a banana, too. It keeps turning left, and you've got to really pick a definitive line, and that was just absolutely ripped.
Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. Putters let him down a few times, but this for birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. That will make this a third round score of 72. So, Frank, not much movement here on moving day and even par round, and they're going to find themselves pretty well out of the picture.
Yeah, even par on the third round is certainly going backwards in my book, but yeah, if you can't win, then at least maybe find something this on this final round that maybe